here we are inside the St. Nicholas Church. And this is during off-season, again, end of November. So we should have a place to ourselves. You can still see a lot of the original coloring on the wall. You can see how they were trying to protect it again with the edges. So you can see how it's been pointed up. Pretty thick paste, or we would call it plaster, but back then it would have probably been the pigeon eggs and dyes. There's obviously a lot missing. There would have been, way up above us, roofs. Now we have a nice modern roof. I don't know if we're gonna get to go in here. Better shots of these, I think, on the other side. Got a feeling this might have been where they buried somebody, or a sarcophagus. And it's been chipped away and destroyed. So you're basically in an old church that's now a museum. And some of it's obviously been modern repair. This is in pretty good condition. All right, so this looks like a seat where people would have sat and then prayed over whoever was there. And this is in Russian. Let's go into the next section. There would have been archway and ceilings, which the great earthquake most likely destroyed, and of course they cleaned it up. This had to be impressive when it was vivid colors when it was created. sarcophagus. The ornate artwork on this, that is some beautiful, beautiful material. The carvings. We've seen this in museums. Well, you're in a museum. This just got broken into. They actually built in the headrest in the rock. And there would have been more people buried in here. Entombed is more accurate. And again, we can see Russian. And up above, we can see more writing. Hard to make out. Across the way, more sarcophagi. Something I noticed back here when I came in. Let me show you some symbols. These we have seen all about the ancient world. So we have this. We've seen this in many cities. We've seen this. And we've seen this in the drains. And then we've seen this. So.
Very good.
It almost looks like somebody's still present. It looks like it, yeah. It looks like somebody's still there. It's well protected with sandbag. Unless it's a statue of some sort. This just goes back. How cool would it be just to go in there and look? So here's an interesting little alleyway. And this is Greek. This almost, yeah, this looks like reconstructed here. This doesn't make sense why this is here, although it could be a second building that they built. Let's just explore back in here. It's a little dark. Camera should pick this up. Yeah, there's a door here. You can see the framing. I don't see any on this side. Let's go back a little further. Yeah, I'm feeling like this was, maybe this was built first on my left and on the right was built after. Got a nice little smell to it back here. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to go back in there. I think we are. But let's go check out this. It looks like a courtyard here first. I need to back up. We're too close. So again, there's a lot of enshrinement in here. This is definitely different eras. There's a lot to see here. This is unique writing. All right, we're gonna try to interpret this. If you know, let us know in the comments. That is very different writing. I'm not seeing anything like that. And look at these symbols. This is really unique. I've not seen these anywhere.
It's freaky.
Maybe. some remnants just going up. It looks like stairs. We see different variations. Again, if we look at even the Church of St. Mary, I'll put that link on the screen. We'll see if these match up to what we saw. Some look familiar, some are new. But that is fairly recent. Some beautiful red granite here. That's a unique piece right here. I think those all three pieces were maybe one circular piece. Back in here. Obviously, I don't want you to go. I'm not going to cross over here. This just does not look like a to-go area. Probably mosaics, usually covered by gravel. The fountain probably was active at one point. Let's go explore down here. Some unique things. There's what I would assume was a door. I see no hinges, but there's not one on this side, but this looks like something was closing. That blue shining on the floor, I do not see it in real life, but it's showing up on the camera. That is otherworldly. I'm telling you right now, that shining, we do not see that. That is creepy. I've seen this before. That goes around at Ephesus, the Church of Mary. This just goes around behind it. It just goes underneath. This is all brand new. There's no way that survived. we can see some beautiful mosaics. This one has seen better days. And again, during earthquakes, these might have gotten shattered. You can see the depression in the floor here. This goes down an inch or two. That obviously took a huge hit from whatever was above it. Oh, you can see the doors scraping in over time. That's a lot of opening to scrape that rock away. Look at this beautiful mosaic with the pigeons sitting in the light. That's why they pigeon droppings. Most likely there was sarcophagi here, possibly statues. That's strange. And I got a feeling you've seen that symbology before. No, it's not what you might want to think it is. We've seen that on the floor of many ancient churches. There's obviously a lot missing to it. It's a good thing they put it behind glass. People are putting their names on it. It's so bad. The artwork above. How we know this was all put together, what I call the bow tie connectors, the iron, and the next one doesn't have it. So this is most likely put together odds and ends just to make it whole. There's more down there. And as always, they always have to put it together the best they can. These are the walls. I was on the other side of that. This is off to the left of the main room. Oh, automatic lights, very nice. Looks like there's a room behind there. I don't know if we can go. Always trying to explore new places. Look at the patterns I found. We just saw these at Xanthos, right? Mm-hmm. So we've not seen these patterns anywhere else except in this western part of Anatolia. Look Look at that. And these are just shards of broken stuff that were on the ground. A pillar somehow got wedged in there. Amazing stuff. You gotta look around for it though. This is obviously locked. I don't know if it's just for the season. It looks like you're supposed to be able to go back up in here, but I don't think it goes very far. Because up above here, there's no ceiling behind me that you can stand on. But it looks like you should be able to do it. So let's head this way. You can tell it's well protected. Most religious sites are very well protected. No. Mm-mm. Nice archways. Again, this all looks like it's been reconstructed. You can tell this is Byzantine, but this is modern. They blended the best they could, but they didn't make it happen. Just the outer courtyard. No go. I feel like you're in a jail. It's 15 feet high wall, barbed wire. And there's nothing up there but the roof. We can see how big this is. So this is an interesting structure. And here. Maybe it was just steps, but it sure looks like there was something here. Maybe it was, I don't know what it was. I think that's the cistern, just for venting. Here's some black granite or marble. Haven't seen that. Outside, more remnants. Some nice archway. As we're exiting, we noticed this little shard right at the base of the steps when we came in. Definitely multicultural. So you can always buy your souvenirs. The museum shops that help support everything. Water closets, of course. Fresh squeeze pomegranate oranges. If they run out of oranges there, just go pick some fresh in the morning. They're right here. Nice little picnic area. When you come in here, we came in from Kosh, coming through Demre. It's very unique roads, let's put it that way. It's very, very unique roads. We just saw this sitting out here in the courtyard, and I'm wondering if that was a baptismal place or maybe it was on the wall. It's hard to say. Could have been part of a ceiling too. Pretty heavy block though, but interesting nonetheless. Well, that's it. That's it for the St. Nicholas Church. And just interesting site. You should definitely come here from Demre. Be careful on the roads if you're driving. If you take a tour guide, obviously it'll be a lot less stressful for you, probably. And make sure that you check out the video on your screen next, because that's more of our adventures and the paths to the past, present, and future. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.